the Haitian Revolution, or the people who were in the revolution. Now, led by General Toussaint Louverture, Jean-Jacques Dessalines was the lieutenant second in command after Toussaint took over of the revolution. The revolution at first, when it started in 1791, it actually started in 1790 because there's a document of a letter written by Toussaint to Dessalines. And Dessalines wasn't literate; he was very illiterate, but he was a quick learner. And there was a letter signed in 1790, and many people write Toussaint's name, well, Toussaint Louverture, with the apostrophe or the accent in his last name, but he never used that accent. Someone somehow somewhere did that. So those who don't know, Toussaint Louverture's name does not have that accent after the L. All right. Now let's make this clear. Now today's the emperor's birthday, so I'm doing this video in honor of his birthday and also in honor of our ancestors. This is one of the most powerful things ever happened in Black history, period, or just world history. Nowhere in history would you ever find a country that was able to be created because they overthrew their slave masters. That has never happened. Now, many battles has happened throughout the Caribbean islands. Lord knows the Europeans had colonized islands. We just, witnessed the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Many people don't care or just oblivious to the fact that she was the leader of the biggest colonizers of the world. These people killed millions of African people, and there's different cultures as well, but many of our people were enslaved by the British. As a matter of fact, the British was trying to reinstate slavery in Haiti. The British were one of the countries, British, Spain, France, and the U.S. These four powerhouses, well, U.S. wasn't really a powerhouse at that time, nowhere near the power that the U.S. today. But let's reverse the roles in time. British back in the 18th century, early 19th century as well, was a powerhouse with colonies all over the world. Very powerful. Fast forward to 2022, 21st century, the U.S. is the powerhouse, just equal as Britain. And as you know, America is the sister of Britain. Before the U.S. broke free, which, by the way, the Haitians helped fight the America, Haiti back in 1779. Haitian soldiers fought in the American Revolution against Britain. Believe it or not, this is a true fact. But a lot of these things were never taught. So I just want to throw those little tidbits in there. Haiti, the Haitian Revolution, by no stretch of imagination, that revolution, which ended 1804, was the greatest single victory. It took 12 years to get to that victory. Now I'm actually 14 years, but many people say 12 because Jean-Jacques Dessalines fought 14 years. The greatest achievement of Black people, one of the greatest most epic events that ever happened in world history. Think about it. You have a land of enslaved people that ended up overturning, destroying, defeating white supremacy. This is why Haiti fights and struggles like it is today, because of that bold stance they took. Now, question we need to be asking each other: how is it that a land of people who have nothing but machetes are able to defeat powerhouses who have guns and ships and cannons and et cetera, et cetera? It was unity. It was having a common goal: defeat the white man, defeat the slave owners, our freedom. That was the only thing on their minds. Freedom. It wasn't, how many likes and views they got on the YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and on social media, all that stuff. It wasn't about checking emails and if their rims were this and that and how many hoes they got, how many niggas they got. It was about none of that. How much money they had. One single goal: freedom for themselves, for their children, and the future generations. Now, Jean-Jacques Dessalines was also known as the Tiger. Now, they called him the Tiger because of his ferociousness on the battlefield. As a matter of fact, Toussaint was also labeled as the Tiger at some point. But Dessalines was somebody who was no joke. Dessalines was somebody serious and be taken serious. He did not play no games because how he was brought up, which they don't know which country in Africa he came from, and to end up in Saint Domingue or to become a slave, which is known as today Haiti. He was born around September 20th, 1758. That's what they say. He definitely died October 17th. I'm going to get into that, how he died back in 1806. October 17th was his birthday. It's going to be next month. It's funny. We celebrate his birthday today, but his birthday is his date of his birth, or the date of his death is the 17th of October. He was such a powerful figure that he led an army of 40,000 men and women. 40,000. Could you imagine that? 40,000 Africans who were once enslaved freed themselves and volunteered to fight with Dessalines. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to make this real clear. Now, I'm a big fan of Black history, obviously. Most of my videos, I would say 70% of my videos are on history. Most of those are Black history. I just love history, period. If you see my library, you think I'm a history teacher. I've actually written 4 books. And before I forget, let me mention this book that I wrote for those who are tuned in. And any questions you may have, please ask them. I love questions. I love questions. I love them a lot. Now, this is my new book, The 1,000-Year War Against Haiti. And this book here, I'm going to blow up the screen a little bit. This book is, Americans and France, 1,000 War Against Haiti, Assassination of a Nation. Now, this cover says the First World War, which was the original idea of the First World War. Actually, Haiti was the First World War. I didn't want people getting the book and thinking that this was a history lesson. It is not a history lesson. This book is has a little bit of history component to it. You have to know what has happened so you can see what is happening right now, right? And what can be done in the future. But the subtitle would be Assassination of a Nation, because Haiti has been assassinated. They literally are killing or have killed the fighting spirit of our brothers and sisters in Haiti. My family in the Cap. Matter of fact, I was in Haiti 2016. I will share some of those pictures and videos actually for you guys to see. I was at the location of the Battle of Vertieres when I was in Haiti. These huge, 12, 13-foot statues of the founding fathers of Haiti. And Dessalines was obviously one of them. Now, I want to ask you guys this. Or actually, I don't want to ask you guys. I'm going to tell you guys. One thing for sure about Dessalines is that he was brought up as a slave in very harsh conditions. He's definitely a hero. He's not someone that I hold in high regards or the highest regards as I would do someone like General Toussaint Louverture. But many Haitian experts, they always praise, always promote Jean-Jacques Dessalines. So I'm like, why would they always talk about Dessalines and not Toussaint, the one that led Dessalines, taught him some military strategies? He obviously, what's her name? Toya. She was a African supposed voodoo priest who taught Dessalines what he knows about fighting, what he knows about strategy and war and women, et cetera, et cetera. She taught him a lot. And she told him at a young age, you're going to lead our people to freedom, which he did. However, it was because of the seeds and the leadership of General Toussaint Louverture, who is the greatest hero of all time. Black, white, yellow, whatever, women or man, is General Toussaint Louverture. I am saying that. As a matter of fact, I would challenge anybody who thinks differently to holler at me. I don't care if you're a professor, how many books you got, how many lectures you've given, whoever part of the world you are. We obviously got Zoom, we got StreamYard, we got YouTube, Facebook. I don't care, man. Anybody who would love to challenge me on who the greatest leader of all time world history is, then or now, now, please contact me. My website here, you see it on the bottom screen, kevindorival.com. I love these discussions because I truly believe I have a lot to teach and a lot to share. But also, I want to also let you guys know that I'll be speaking in Savannah, Georgia, with the Haitian American Historical Society. So this is the flyer. I'm going to share the flyer on the screen right now. So just bear with me. I'm going to share this flyer. You will see it on my Instagram, social media. I haven't even posted it up yet. I've been so busy working. But I definitely want to let you guys know that there is a lot of things, a lot of good things going. So thanks for everybody who supported my GoFundMe for the Black Legacy Tour, stopping the inhumane war against Haiti. So we raised $533, which is pretty cool. 16 donations. I thank everybody who supported me, who's donated and who are going to donate. The link is in the bio of this video. I don't care when you see this video, share it, make a contribution, because we're working towards changing the conditions, the policies that are impoverishing Haiti, which is a very rich country, by the way. Which brings me back to Mr. Dessalines. Dessalines did a very good thing when he confiscated all the property from those who were non-Black in Haiti. So from the French, the Polish, the Germans, whoever, he took all their lands and and he did this because he always had a distrust of white people. He always felt as if they were really trying to reinstate slavery, which they did. Napoleon did back in 1803. He reinstated slavery, just like he always thought he would. And why him and Toussaint, even though there's no record of them having a disagreement directly, disagreement, but he obviously, with Toussaint's approach with dealing with white folks. He didn't like the negotiation. He didn't want them talking about, discussing business. Why would you discuss business and do business with people who enslaved us once upon a time? Dessalines could never understand that. But Toussaint, I would say but in his defense, Toussaint was simply had a worldwide view like I do. Matter of fact, you see a map right. You see that map right there? I have a worldwide view, right? So he knew that in order for Haiti to be successful and go beyond just, eating off the land with subsistence farming, because Haiti is known for farming their land, which is crazy today that Haiti can't grow rice and be competitive in the market with their rice because Haiti's getting dumped with that cheap bleached white rice. Now, Emperor Dessalines, some people call it draconian policies because it was very harsh on how he ruled the country as an emperor, before he died, right? He forced them to grow their crops, but to also give back to, I guess you would say, the government. Give the crops, give a portion of the crops to the government so that we can trade and do business. He didn't want them just farming little timoso land. Timoso mean like small part of land, and just to feed yourself and your family. He wanted them to be able to trade. So Dessalines, like Toussaint, they traded with other countries and didn't want to do business with France. So they did business with, he did business with Britain and America. To this day, America is still Haiti's #1 trading partners, even though the trading is very, very biased. It doesn't benefit Haiti at all. America wins. Haiti gets the short end of the stick every single time. Why? Because they have power. In 1805, Jean-Jacques Dessalines Emperor Jean-Jacques Dessalines wrote the 1805 Constitution after the one that Toussaint wrote in 1801. Now, the one that Toussaint wrote said that all people are born free, right? America says that in their constitution, but in Toussaint's constitution, 1801 for Haiti, he put in there and he meant it and he lived it. As a matter of fact, he freed thousands of people, of African Americans, Jamaicans, Bahamians, from Black people from around the world to be free and to be set free in Haiti. Because if you can escape the plantations of wherever you were, wherever that boat, that slave ship stopped, if you can make it to Haiti, you were free. And that's what Toussaint and Dessalines did. As a matter of fact, Dessalines was buying and wrote Thomas Jefferson a letter telling him, look, now I'll buy such and such amount of enslaved Africans from your country, the US. And that pissed Thomas Jefferson off. How can a Black man, talk and thinking he can write me a letter demanding that I free his people? You know what I mean? So I think that was very powerful and that was a beautiful thing. But in Dessalines' constitution, he wrote that no white man can own land in Haiti. What he wrote back then has to do anything with what's going on right now in Haiti? Here it is. In 1915, which is a big component in my book, upcoming book, by the way, it's pre-orders. You go to my website, kevindorival.com. A huge component of that book is the occupation of Haiti, 1915-1934. What America ended up doing is they literally stole 200,000 gold and gold bars from Haiti's national bank, right? Money that's to be used for the banking system, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Every bank had to have something to be of substance so it could trade and do business with the people. But bank gotta have money. So they crippled the banking system in Haiti off top. They also stole 200,000 acres of land, over 200,000 acres of land. So they steal all this land, they steal the money in land supposed to help build and grow like any other country, any other Caribbean island, Barbados, Trinidad, wherever. They literally robbed Haiti's future in 1915, the U.S. occupation of Haiti. This was the Emperor Dessalines' one of his greatest fears, outside of being put back into slavery. As a matter of fact, he had whelps all over his back, whelps on top of whelps, like they were whipping this man, like, you know what I'm saying, like crazy. He must have had probably 100 whelps on his back, maybe 200 whelps. His back was jacked up, according to the records and things that I've read. There's a great book called The Black Jacobins by C.L.R. James. Groundbreaking, mind-blowing book. You got to read that book. Powerful book. Even though the book is mainly about General Toussaint Louverture and the Haitian Revolution, obviously him being the founding father of the revolution, he's in that book, immensely written in that book as well, right? So, moving forward, moving backwards, I went to 1915. Let's go back to the 1800s right quick. Being that Napoleon reinstated slavery back in 1802, this was a clear sign to the emperor of one thing and one thing only. We have to go back to war. So the war lasted over 12 years, 14 years actually. And this was the call to the Battle of Vertieres, which is there's a picture. I want to show this picture when I was out there. I did email to myself. Where are you? Where are you? Email it to myself. I'm going to share this picture of me at the Battle of Vertieres. I thought I sent it to myself, but maybe I did not do that. But it's on my Instagram, and I can show it on my phone. Those who are paying attention, maybe you can see it. Oh wait, it didn't share yet. Okay, here it is. Now the Battle of Vertieres. Now I went there because in Haiti, because I really, 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 really wanted to, connect with my ancestors. This was the last battle. This is actually the emperor was able to get 40,000 Haitians to fight. Like I said earlier in this video, 40,000 Black people fight for freedom. One cause, whoop the dog shit out of Napoleon's army, embarrassed him and his brother-in-law, who was the clerk, was it Lieutenant Leclerc, who was Napoleon's brother-in-law, right? So here's the picture right here. I'm going to share this picture. There's other pictures, but this is the Battle of Vertieres. There's about 5, 6 of them. I'm grilling my teeth there. Beautiful, beautiful time when I was in Haiti. One of the most freest experience I've ever had in my life. I've traveled many countries. I didn't travel all, the whole world, but I traveled many, many countries. But this picture is in Haiti. So these guys, I'm 6 feet tall. They're about I'll say 12, 13 feet tall statues, bronze statues in Haiti. As a matter of fact, I kid you not, when I was in Haiti back in 2016, the president who just got assassinated, Jovenel Moise, he was running for president at that time. Now, I didn't know who he was. They call him the Bun Man, the Bun president, whatever they call it. He was actually promoting, campaigning, and he pulled up in the back of a white pickup truck, with a loud horn talking. I didn't know who he was. My cousin was like, "Hey, that's the guy running for president." I mean, literally within 3 minutes of this man pulling up, and now I'm next to these statues. I'm glad I remember this. I'm next to these statues, taking pictures, recording, checking out the scene and the beach behind us. I had a little herb on me, so I'm definitely, getting high with the ancestors. And so it was just a great experience. I always wanted to get to the Battle of Vertieres. I wanted to get to that location. As I'm, and actually my cousin Esnell, what's up, Esnell? He was talking to a pastor to introduce me to this pastor because of the things that I wanted to do with my nonprofit, Courage to Live International, where we teach kids here in the U.S. how to play chess, how to write their books, how to tell their stories, their films, just encouraging them to see things differently, And it was talking to the pastor, and he was just, discussing in order for us to do what I want to do with the children of Haiti, in Haiti, not all the children in Haiti, but at least in the Cap Haitien, the neighborhood where my mom was at least initially there. The former president, rest in peace, Jovenel Moise, was campaigning, and swarms of people, talking about thousands of people. I don't even know how many it was. Just swarmed the truck and shouting his name. So they were really campaigning for him. As a matter of fact, if you go to my YouTube channel, which you guys also be subscribing and sharing and liking this video as we speak, thank you so much for that, little support right there, which doesn't mean a lot. It adds up. You will see there's a video where in my channel, look up Jovenel Moise in my YouTube channel. You'll see this video that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And so, matter of fact, I probably should look it up as I'm talking, but it's not about Jovenel Moise. This is about, Mr. Jean-Jacques Dessalines himself, the emperor, and who he called himself emperor for life. Just like Simpson said, I'm a governor for life of Haiti. Emperor Jean-Jacques Dessalines said, I am the emperor for life of Haiti himself. Now, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. And those he was Jovenel Moise was assassinated back in July 21st, I think, 2021. Definitely in July. And they're still investigating this. And I'm not even going to get that conversation because it was all set up, obviously. How can his own men be armed and paid to protect the president of Haiti? It's like any president of any country. You got high security, and not one bullet was shot. And these guys are literally torching and cutting this man up in his bedroom. His wife is screaming for help, and none of his security guys shot one single shot. Yeah. Tell me about it, right? So Toussaint gets kidnapped before the Battle of Vertieres. He gets kidnapped in 1802, and Dessalines takes over. Now, when Dessalines takes over, a lot of people don't like his draconian policies, is what they call it. He was just too strict of a person to some people. Even though he did try to boost the economy, getting people to trade with each other and trading with other countries. He did adopt quite a few kids. He had a total of, they claim, total of about 16 kids. Some people say 26. But between adopting and children he had with his wife and previous marriage, et cetera, et cetera. But on November 18th, 1803, was made him famous. The Battle of Vertieres, they're victorious. They beat Napoleon, sent him back home. They killed Toussaint that year as well. Unfortunately, they tortured him in the dungeon, et cetera, et cetera. And King Henry Christophe and Pétion was a also part of Haitian Revolution, but he was a mulatto, which means he was mixed black and white. Father, most likely white man. Mother was an enslaved woman. They had Pétion. So Haiti had a lot of mulattoes, a lot of they had a lot of classes. If I'm not mistaken, there's like 105, 110 different classes based on the shade of your skin, which is crazy. And just like any plantation anywhere in the world, if your skin was lighter, you were treated better. You'd be a house nigga instead of a field nigga. That's how they really looked at it. You know what I'm saying? So, matter of fact, Emperor Jean-Jacques Dessalines, as pro-black as he was, you know what I'm saying, he hired a lot of mulattoes to work, in high positions. The lighter skinned people work in high positions, and dark skinned people work in lower positions. Unfortunately, that's what he did. Look it up. And I also want to make the statement about Mr. Dessalines. He didn't know how to write or read, but he knew how to read people. And he had this, so many people ask, why did he kill so many white folks? Why did he kill 5,000 white people, French, hung them, et cetera, et cetera? There's a guy named Rochambeau who had killed and buried 500 Haitians. He buried them alive. So Dessalines matched them by hanging 500 Frenchmen. Was he a brutal slave with too much power? Or was he a military genius? Because he damn sure installed a lot of fear in them. All the whippings he took, he returned the favor. Now, he didn't like Pétion. However, Pétion didn't like him. And supposedly, back in October 17th, 1806, he was an ambush. He thought he was coming to, he thought he was going to a town of business, and they jumped him, they chopped him up and cut up his body, mutilated his body. A woman came, picked up the body, the pieces of the body, and buried him properly. So some people believe King Henry Christophe, who ended up running the northern part of Haiti, and Jean Pétion, who was ruling the southern part of Haiti, which is where Port-au-Prince is at, Cap-Haïtien, the northern part. Matter of fact, Cap-Haïtien was the capital of Haiti up until 1771. I believe France moved it to Port-au-Prince at the time, maybe because of the location. And King Henry Christophe, those who don't know, he was actually that same Battle of Savannah I talked about during the American Revolution, Haitians fighting for America to gain their freedom. It's funny how America turns it back on Haiti now, completely forgetting that we helped fight for the freedom of this country. The bondage they had with Britain. But long story short, they killed the emperor. Haiti was split north and south. King Henry Christophe ended up ruling the north. He built the city down, which should be one of the top wonders of the world, but it's not because it was built by Haitians, so Haitians can't get any credit. Haitians can't look good, et cetera, et cetera. You see that in my book, 1,000 Year War Against Haiti, which is going to be an international bestseller. I tell you what, and it will. I will be in London. I will be in London again. Thanks for supporting my books, London. I will be CNN. I will be in New York and Chicago again, and wherever. This is going to be a major book because of the content. It's a bit controversial. Back to the subject at hand. Napoleon ended up, trying to destroy Haiti. They never let go of Haiti. They even imposed 1825. They imposed 150 million gold francs that Haiti had to pay reparations to France for losing their property. They looked at us as property. I just watched 12 Years a Slave, right? Well, I didn't just watch it, but I just watched it again last night just to remind myself of why I go so hard in doing what I do for my daughter, for my family, just my livelihood, and my ancestors can work as hard as they work. I can work hard as well. But they forced our people to pay 150 million gold francs. They reduced to 90 million, and it took damn near what is it, 200 years to pay it off. They ain't paid it off. Not 20 years, 100 years. They didn't pay that debt off to 1947, y'all. 1947, 30% of the Haiti GDP went to paying France. Not only that, the Haiti had to get a loan from France, so they were double taxed to pay that. It was so bad in Haiti that the children of Haiti, for many years, maybe to this day, for many years, you talking about a century, had a school song that they got to get this money to pay back France. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. General Toussaint Louverture, Emperor Jean-Jacques Dessalines, they had the vision to, have Haiti free and independent, a sovereign country. America would not allow Haiti to be a sovereign country. We're working hard to get that back, but I truly believe Haiti will not become a sovereign country unless we go back to war. It's going to take that same energy of 1804, actually 1791. The real soldiers were around 1790, 1791, to get Haiti back free again, because Haiti's worth a tremendous amount of money. Billions of dollars in iridium, billions of dollars in gold and oil, but Haiti can't benefit from none of it, because in order for the white man's tricks to work, for the white supremacy's tricks to work, the scams to work, the schemes, an African country, any African country, they have to look poor. They have to become impoverished. They have to become dependent. So that's why I'm doing the Black Legacy Tour, writing the book, Thousand War Against Haiti, and doing what I do. So definitely please check out my new book. Pre-orders are going to be soon. So you got to email me to, or cash at me, et cetera, et cetera. These are my books here. The Winner in the Mirror, Activating Superpowers, Mind, Body, and Spirit, Courage to Believe, Never Give Up, Keep Pushing Forward, Sometimes the Queen's King Desire. And it's a beautiful thing. So definitely KevinDorival.com. Please check me out. Share this video, comment, like, all that good stuff. I just want to give a shout out to the ancestors. Bless up, Emperor Jean-Jacques Dessalines.